Prostitution is turning up in places you'd never suspect. This morning, Vice officers busted a full-service brothel inside an exclusive gated community. The Channel 8i team was also there. George Knapp joins us with the exclusive story.
Paula and Dave, Nevada is far more tolerant about prostitution than any other state, but that tolerance might go out the window when a bordello moves in right next door. Residents of the exclusive Siena Village golf course community have got to be shaking their heads in disbelief right about now because of a prostitution ring that has allegedly been operating right under their noses. The lights of the Las Vegas Strip are a distant twinkle from the vantage point of the Siena golf course community. The narrow streets outside these exclusive homes get very quiet after the sun goes down, but not Wednesday night.
Okay, they just gave the signal. Okay, Bill, you knock on the door. Let us know when it's cool to come in. Entry team copy? Yeah, we're pulling up right now.
With military precision, Vice officers stormed into the sprawling house on Bersaglio to bust what they say is an upscale bordello that's been in business for months. Undercover detectives posing as customers say they were solicited for sex shortly after they arrived. Within minutes, the house was abuzz with other officers and 3 women were in custody.
This is more of an upscale one, but it also shows you that no matter where you live, there may be a brothel in your neighborhood.
Siena is not only gated and secluded, it is age restricted, which might have been part of its appeal to the suspects, since it isn't often that senior communities are targeted by vice cops. Detectives say the private atmosphere of the community made it difficult for them to conduct extensive surveillance prior to springing their sting. Sources familiar with the operation of the alleged brothel say as many as 8 women used it as a base, that they troll for customers at local golf courses where they pose as photographers as a way to meet men. During the Metro search of the home, dozens of sexually explicit photos were found of assorted women and a small army of as yet unknown golfers. Vice officers say the suspects tried to entice their undercover men into paying extra for a few souvenir snapshots. Even without the pictures, it was a pricey proposition.
It was actually roughly $3,200.
That's $1,000 apiece for the 3 women and an extra $200 for cocaine they allegedly supplied. A search of the house and cars found a quantity of hidden cocaine as well as marijuana, along with tools of the trade. A riding crop, for example. Assorted hats worthy of a costume party, season's greetings underwear, and bank statements indicating that business has been good. Those arrested include the home's owner, 47-year-old Joan Islas, alias Joan Jett, who faces numerous felony counts, including pandering and drug trafficking. The reason she's wearing those boxer shorts is one you really don't want to hear. 44-year-old Nanette Stock, charged with marijuana possession, 3 counts of soliciting, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit prostitution.
You're tall, so it's going to be a tight fit.
And the youngster of the group, 22-year-old Marwa Maiwan, who likewise faces soliciting and conspiracy charges. Detectives say Islas is not only the madam, but also one of the working girls. Property records show she purchased this $500,000 home 5 years ago.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if there weren't other women working out of this residence. This is a high-end operation. They knew what they were doing. It just took some good vice operations to get them.
This vice raid comes on the heels of Operation Pimp a few weeks ago, in which nearly 200 streetwalkers were rounded up. Metro officials say illegal prostitution has gotten way out of hand in Las Vegas, and they're serious about cracking down.
Understand, if you're in this type of a business, we're coming for you.
Because the house was allegedly being used as an ongoing criminal enterprise, Metro could seize it along with the 2 automobiles, although it's uncertain if police will take that route. Captain Shin and his lieutenant, Kurt Williams, say if neighbors suspect there is a brothel up and running on their street, the Vice Squad wants to hear about it. I'll tell you, it's really something to see these guys in action, the tactics that go into this and how quickly they move in, and then it's over in a flash, and that's when their real work begins. We left them at 2:30 this morning, and they were just getting started.
Yeah, getting evidence and so forth. Thanks, George.
Sure.